All right, it's been a little while since we got to play with my Slantnose project. If you check out our YouTube, there's some previous videos that have gotten us to where we are now. We had to set it aside a little bit for some customer projects, but we have it back in the lower shop. The guys are gonna start getting it ready for paint. So we're gonna get into doing a bunch of block sanding, and while they're gonna do that, I'm gonna start working out some aero pieces for it, and then we're gonna get into making those. So let's head inside and check it out.
We're just starting the final block for next round of high build primer. Just make sure everything's all straight on all the body work that we've done to this thing. For the most part, it's like 95%. Maybe some touch-ups and maybe some small stuff, but other than that, it's pretty good right off the bat.
Sweet.
But when you block these types of things out in this stage, you start to see and really see. You can really see what's required and what it needs at this point. So if it does need something, it'll show right now while I'm blocking. So that's the nice thing about this primer as well. It shows all the low spots and high spots and everything.
Nice.
Just bolting up the splitter. I mounted this lip, and what I need to try and do is get the shape of the lip, this contour here, to match the splitter that we're making. So just picking up where we left off a couple months ago on this car, just kind of seeing where we're at, and yeah, just mounting everything up. As you can see, the gaps here, they're not very nice. So I just probably got to grind some of this glass back and mark out my lines and reapply it and rebuild that front edge of the lip to match the splitter. So,
question: why didn't this extend all the way through?
So there's actually going to be another section on each side at a different height and different level, just for a little bit more of a dramatic effect.
Sick.
Yeah, this is just kind of I guess one of three pieces here. So this fell almost.
It would have been great for the camera.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
Awesome.
So yeah, no, this is the front end of the car. It's pretty cool, man. But yeah, we still got to figure out like a custom DRL, a daytime running light setup. The factory kit came with these super ugly whack daytime running lights. It's like, they look like when LEDs first came out. So there was
with
like
all the little
6 little bulbs here. Oh, dude, it was it was terrible, man. So that for sure would like throw in the garbage right away. So maybe do something cooler, like
completely one off, like custom, or
I don't know. We're
gonna adapt to another car's
there's gonna be like kind of. You could probably get something similar to, you know, like the new Audis and even like Ford trucks. They have that one solid LED strip. So something like that would be pretty cool, but who knows? It's up to you. It's not up to me. But definitely scrapping the original lights that came with the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. This thing looks so good.
Dude, this thing's really fucking crazy.
Oh my gosh.
The splitter that we started constructing for the Slantnose wide body. Spencer's now just about to start fitting the fiberglass lip that was part of the original kit to this, and based on the shape that we created, it's got a little tiny bit of a bow in it. It's oil canning a little bit, and it's interfering a little bit with how the fiberglass fits. So I'm just giving her the beans, try to make the shape fit the car a little bit better.
Yeah, just going over the first round of Crete, trying to see if there's any imperfections, pinholes and stuff like that, and then getting it ready for the second round, block that out, and then it'll be ready for paint. The car's going black, so that's why it's so meticulous in this blocking stage, to make sure it's just super straight.
Sweet. Oh, perfect.
We're laying up this area in fiberglass, and we're gonna pull a mold off of it. So we can start building the things.
We're doing, I think, four layers.
Oh, three.
Oh, and do four. Do one more.
Yeah, this stuff's a little bit thinner than what we were using.
Four should be good, though.
I would say so. For this, it's going to work out well.
And I think for the piece that we make, we'll do 5. So it's rigid. Because I think by the time he's done cutting all the vents out, it needs to be rigid. You know what I mean?
Say 5 layers?
Yeah, for the piece that we're actually going to make.
Okay.
Right now we're just making like molds of the fender. So then we can pull the shape, the piece off of the mold that we are making right now currently.
Makes sense.
Very important that that thing gets cleaned after too.
This roller?
Okay.
We're just soaking in gun washer. Or even wax and grease for resin?
No, wax and grease is not strong enough. Just
For
gun,
that cap?
just gun wash. Trying to fix the rattle in the heat shield up there. It's driving us nuts.
Oh.
It's really irritating. You couldn't hear it from over there?
No. Is it that?
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
the HVAC guy
All this work for something that was already done.
It was already done?
Actually,
Well, yeah, like the factory ones that the body kit came with.
Yeah.
They weren't very nice. They weren't very appealing. Not kind of what Tim liked. So now we're making custom ones because we can't leave anything alone.
Wait, so did you guys just throw away the ones that came from the factory? Or?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We threw them out. We cut them out of the fenders, and we actually smoothed the whole fender out. And now we're making custom ones. We knew that the whole time we've been doing this that we were going to be
Yeah,
doing
you
it.
make custom ones, yeah. So like these ones, are they very similar to the ones that were?
No.
Okay, they're very
No,
different.
no, not really at all. It's got vents. There'll be functional vents, but like
The other one had
lot more.
like vents that really went to nothing. It wasn't even vents actually. It was just.
it'd be like a release. It would be like a air release more than a vent. This
Oh.
would be like a functional
The
air
old
vent.
style had like just lumps on it. It looked like
Yeah, which you're
the
supposed to
back
open.
of a Komodo dragon or
You're
something.
supposed to open the whole
You on your reference.
No, you saw it. You don't understand. Like it looks like Predator or something.
What are you doing?
This is gonna be carbon fender vents. I'm just laying out the cutout for it. And we're gonna lay up a bunch of little carbon blades, cut them into a fender.
Oh, awesome.
Something like this.
Yeah.
And we'll form a little aluminum aerofoil and lay up the carbon pieces and then just drop them in.
Oh, that's so cool. And you're just freehanding it.
Well, just a concept. It's a lot cheaper to do it this way than kind of like Evolution, GT3 RS. You know, because it came with ducts.
Yeah.
They're super
Yeah, the original.
cheap looking.
Yeah, body kit.
No offense to old dude, but they just lack a little bit of sharpness.
So you want each one of those cut out individually, or
No, just cut out this whole
shape? Are you sure? Then how low does the drop need to be? Like what material
Probably
thickness?
like 1.5 inches, because the blades are about 2 inches wide, set in at an angle.
So we gotta make
Like a flange kind of to hold
or
the.
no?
Well, we'll probably make
Or
it
just
out of
a-
aluminum.
Just straight down? It doesn't need to have a bottom?
One of these tabs for the blades to attach. All right, so the guys have got the car block sanded. It's ready for paint, but I've decided to do some fun little aero bits on it. I'm gonna make some carbon vents for it. So in our next video, I'm actually gonna show you guys how to lay up some carbon pieces, do a little bit of sort of vacuum bagging, and make some fun little aero pieces. So you're gonna wanna check that out. So like, subscribe, and we'll keep making them.